I know I'm late, but I finally got my hands on the viral TIRTIR Cushion Foundation. If you're interested in seeing me apply it, do a wear test, and see my first impressions, then keep watching. Okay, before we go in with the application, let me tell you a little bit more about this TIRTIR Cushion Foundation. I picked mine up in the color 43 Neutral Deep Cocoa. It's available in 30 shades. If you've been clocking the drama on the internet, this product was originally released months back. It did not have an inclusive color range whatsoever. So they went back, took another bite of the apple, re-released the product with, I think, 4 additional shades. You can see in the 30 shades that they have available, they don't really have that many deep shades. I would say 4 of the shades are on the deeper side. So I was on the fence between 40 Neutral, but I could not get it delivered in time. So we're gonna rock with 43 Neutral, and you should let me know down in the comments below if you think I need to go down to the 40 or if you think the 43 will work for me. This is supposed to be an adhering cushion foundation that keeps makeup fresh for long hours with a lightweight powder and skincare substance. I don't know what that means entirely. They also said on Amazon, which is where I picked mine up, it's supposed to offer a long-lasting, lightweight, buildable coverage in a semi-matte finish. It comes with 0.63 fluid ounces of product. Here you open it up, and I have not opened it. It comes in this red packaging with this silver writing, this little push enclosure to open it up. It comes with a mirror. It's supposed to be marketed as a foundation that you can use on the go. So it's definitely clutch that it comes with the mirror, and it comes with this small cushion. Stick your finger in there. And then there is this little area to store the cushion in. You open it up like this. You just open that, and then you actually peel this back to open the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Peel it back. Oh, the foundation looks so interesting. I think this is a little dark for me, but we'll see. Smells interesting as well. So this is what the foundation looks like. But you're supposed to just take this little cushion here and just pat it into the foundation lightly. Apparently a little does go a long way for this particular product, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. And then you're supposed to just apply it on the face using this cushion instead of a brush or a makeup sponge. I'm going to go ahead and start applying it. So just getting some of the product on the sponge. I don't know how much to get. They do say a little goes a long way, so we'll see. Oh, it does match very well. And I will say the color is actually pretty accurate. One thing I'm noticing right away is that I am getting decent coverage. I'm not sure how much to put on. You saw me put it on, but wow. I'm genuinely surprised by this. So it is neutral, even though it appears to be on the red side, it's neutral. And it does seem to work for my complexion. It just looks very interesting in the packaging. So I do keep going in, and maybe it's because I didn't put enough on the sponge. I don't know how, I'm just like lost for words. And that don't happen that often. So I'm just gonna go in and apply it and come back. And we're back. I will say this TIRTIR foundation surprised me on a couple of fronts. One, the color match, at least right now for this time of the year, this 43 Neutral Deep Cocoa seems to be a perfect color match. But let me know if you think this is my color match, because I was convinced that it would be too dark, but honestly, feel like this is a really good color match, at least for me this time of the year. Two, I'm also surprised at the coverage. I wasn't sure how much to get on the little sponge. You saw me applying it earlier, and I kept going in with more product. Maybe I could have saturated my sponge with more product, and then I would have had to go in less, but that was okay. I couldn't gauge it, but I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of coverage that I ended up getting. It definitely feels very lightweight, and it is buildable and produces this semi-matte finish. It also blended very well. I didn't have a hard time blending this product whatsoever, which is always a great sign sign. Let me go in, apply the rest of my makeup so I can see how it plays with the rest of the products in my makeup routine, and I'll come back and let you know what I think. Okay, I'm back, and TIRTIR just might have done their big one. I am pleasantly surprised by the amount of coverage, just how it feels on the face. Like, it's so lightweight, the color match, just all the things I was worried about, I'm pleasantly surprised are not issues for me, at least at this point. Now, I can't speak to the long wearing claim just yet, but if you're oldie but goodie, you know that I'm gonna do a 10-hour wear test, so I'm gonna check back in 10 hours so that you can see how it holds up in terms of the long lasting claim. But until then, first impressions are color match. The 43 in Deep CoCoa seems to be my color right now. I said this before I applied the rest of my makeup, and it's still holding up. The lightweight claim, legitimate. It feels so lightweight on the face. I can hardly feel it there, yet it provided really nice buildable coverage. So the buildable claim also checks out. The other thing I really liked about the product is that it played really well with my other products, especially my complexion products. It paired really, really nicely with my other products. So obviously I put on my concealer, I put on a number of powders, I put on my Mario Cream bronzer, and I did not have any problems with it not staying on the face. It feels semi-matte already. I'm excited to see how it wears, because I feel like if it does wear okay, we could have us a banger, and I was not expecting that. I know it was viral and I've watched some shorts, but I haven't watched any long form content on this to know what people think overall, aside from the fact that the color range is just not there. So it's the only thing that I've heard about it. We are going to cut. I'll check back in about 10 hours or so. We'll see if I can get to 10 hours, and we'll let you know how it wears. Checking in for my wear test of the TIRTIR foundation. I plan to do 10 hours, but I've actually had the foundation on for even longer. So it's been 11 hours, I just checked. You can see, I hope I'm gonna get in here. I have my lighting on here so that you can see. It's really dark outside, but I want you to really be able to see what the foundation looks like on the skin, which is very much intact. But my skin is very oily. I have combination skin, although it appears that I have oily skin everywhere. Usually I have a lot of oil on my forehead and on my nose, but I'm not typically oily on my cheeks and the other areas of my face. But I look oily everywhere, which I guess is something that I'll just note. Okay, even though my face is really oily, my foundation is intact everywhere. As you can see, I want to try to get really close here, and this is no blotting. Definitely some creasing in my smile lines, which is the case no matter what foundation I'm wearing, because I have really deep set smile lines. The complexion product will gather in that area of my face. There's just no getting around that. But overall, I would say I am pleased. I would, obviously, if I wanted this to last longer, which I would not, I would go in and blot my face to make it look less oily and more presentable. But because I'm taking this off, I think this is fine. It wore really well throughout the day. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I was and am pleasantly surprised with how well this foundation stood up. I like the way it feels. Even though I want this off my face, like soon as I get done recording, I am washing my face 2 or 3 times. It felt good throughout the day. It felt really good throughout the day. So overall, I would say the foundation held up pretty well. I'm gonna go in so that you can just see, just in case you wanna see a little bit more, how it looks on the skin. It looks even more like my color right now. This shade is pretty good, and I would wear this again. I am going to wear this again. Officially made it to the end of this video. I so appreciate you rocking with me. If you got any value out of this video, you know the drill. Like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed so you do not miss my regular uploads. Until next time.